Magandang araw mga kaibigan, saan man kayo ngayon, ha? Sa Dubai, Toronto, Sydney o sa ating mahal na Davao City. Welcome sa ating political deep dive. Ako ang inyong guide sa pag-unravel ng katotohanan sa likod ng mga pasabog sa Philippine politics. Ngayon, pag-uusapan natin ang mainit na issue, ang alleged 30,000 EJK victims na sinasabi ni Attorney Cristina Conti, no? Laban kay former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. At ang papel ni Vice President Sara Duterte sa gitna ng kontrobersiyang ito. Pero teka, drawing lang daw ba ang ebidensya? At nasaan na ang testigo? Pistado na ba talaga? Let's get to the bottom of this. Pero bago tayo mag-dive, let me ask you, are you tired of one-sided narratives? Yung mga so-called experts na nagsasabi ng facts pero parang scripted ang dating, ha? Today we're breaking down the truth with facts, humor at konting sarcastic shade para sa mga kabataan at OFWs na gustong-gusto ng real talk, ha? Tungkol sa politika natin. We will talk about VP Sara's leadership, PRRD's legacy, and why Attorney Conti's claim are raising eyebrows or tumataas ang kilay. Plus, we'll give both sides a fair shake para balance sa diskusyon, pero with a twist and wit to keep you hooked. Okay, sa mga kababayan. So mga kababayan, kung gusto nyong malaman ang behind the scenes ng political drama na ito, hit that subscribe button, i-like ang video at i-comment ang inyong thoughts, ha. Share this sa inyong mga kaibigan sa US, Canada o kahit saan sa mundo. At kung feeling generous kayo, send us a super thanks please to keep this channel going. Ready na ba kayo? Let's dive into the juicy details. Let's start with the big bombshell, ha? Noong March 30, 2025, sinabi ni Attorney Cristina Conti sa isang public statement na hindi na kailangang i-present ang lahat ng kaso ng alleged extrajudicial killings, EJKs, laban kay former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Sabi niya, enough na raw na to prove na systematic and widespread ang mga ito. Okay, wait a minute. 30,000 EJK victims? Pero sabi ni VP Sara, hindi kailangan magbilang ng katawan para patunayang mali ang claims. So ano nga ba ang T dito? No? Ayon sa Human Rights Watch noong 2017, ang official police reports claim na mahigit 6,000 ang namatay sa drug war mula 2016 hanggang 2022. Pero ang ilang NGOs at international groups tulad ng ICC nagsasabing possibly mas mataas. Some even throw around the 30,000 figure. Pero teka, where's the evidence? Yung mga testigo, yung mga documents. Sabi sa isang expose, drawing lang daw ang ebidensya at nawawala na ang testigo. Sounds like a teleserye plot, right? Now let's be fair. Attorney Conti, as a human rights lawyer, has been vocal about the drug war's impact, no? She's representing families who claim their loved ones were unjustly killed. That's a valid perspective. Grief is real and justice matters. Pero here's the other side. PRRD supporters argue na ang drug war is necessary evil to clean up the streets, which I agree. No? Sa Davao, where Duterte was mayor for 22 years, crime rates dropped significantly. Homicides fell by 20% from 1998 to 2016, ayon sa local police data. So, for many Filipinos, especially sa Mindanao, si Duterte ay hero at hindi kontrabida. Pero si Attorney Conti, she's out there saying no need to count bodies as if we're just gonna take her word for it. Mga kaibigan, if you're gonna throw around numbers like 30,000, kailangan ng receipts, di ba? Sabi nga ni VP Sara, VP Len dati, kailangan may resibo. Ang patunayan nyo, may resibo, Conti, no? Saan ang forensic reports? Saan ang witness testimonies na hindi drawing lang? This is why VP Sara called her out. Sabi niya, prove it or it is just a noise. And honestly, for a lawyer, shouldn't Conti have airtight evidence before making such bold claims? So ano ang tingin niyo, Legit ba ang claims ni Conti? Or is this just political mudslinging? Comment down below, mga kaibigan, at i-share sa inyong mga kababayan sa Dubai, Toronto, o Los Angeles. Let's keep the conversation going. So let's talk about let's talk about Inday Sara, ang beloved Vice President na kilala sa kanyang tibay ng puso, born in Davao City. Si Sara ay hindi lang anak ni PRRD, she's a trailblazer. Siya ang first female mayor ng Davao at ang youngest Vice President in Philippine history. No? Listen to her, ang edukasyon, ang pamilya, ang Diyos, ito ang pundasyon ng ating bayan. That's leadership with heart, mga kaibigan. No? So as mayor, she launched Biyaheng Duterte, no? A program that tackled education, health, and poverty alleviation. Crime rates in Davao down by 15% from 2016 to 2022. No? Thanks to her peace and order initiatives. As DepEd Secretary naman, she built 2,201 classrooms, biruin mo yun, and 880 health facilities by 2023. Despite budget constraints, at kahit na-impeach siya noong February 2025, 215 lawmakers lang ang pumirma. No? 41 from Mindanao, her home turf, voted for it. That's loyalty from her people. Pero teka lang. Bakit nga ba siya ina-attack? Is it because she's a Duterte or because she's a threat to the 2028 elections? Ang sabi ng critics, corruption daw at EJ killings. Pero where's the proof? Yung ibang kaibigan, book controversy. Sabi ng OVP, original, copyrighted. Yung assassination threat, she clarified it was about her safety fears, not a real plot. No, sounds like someone's trying to paint her as the kontrabida to dim her star. So imagine this, mga kaibigan. Isang batang babae sa Davao, growing up in a broken family, dreaming of being a doctor, Pero destiny had other plans. She became a lawyer, a mayor, a vice president, always serving the people. That's Sara Duterte. No, kaya naman sa US, Canada at UAE, no, OFWs love her, no? They love Sara Duterte, no? Because she is one of us fighting for the kabataan and the kababayan. Okay, kung proud kayo kay VP Sara, hit that like button and share this sa inyong mga kaibigan sa Sydney, Singapore, o Riyadh. Let's show the world hashtag we stand with VP Sara. Okay, now let's talk about Tatay Digong. Okay, Rodrigo Duterte, the man who shook the Philippines from 2016 to 2022. His Jaguar dominated headlines. Pero was it a reign of terror or a necessary purge? Okay, let's break it down. Ang drug war, mga kaibigan, official number says 6,000 died, no? 6,000 plus. But human rights groups claims up to 30,000, no? The ICC arrested him in March 2025 for crimes against humanity. Pero here's the flip side, no? A 2020 Pulse Asia survey showed 84% of Filipinos approved of Duterte's anti-drug efforts. Why? Because his streets felt safer in Davao. For example, where he was a mayor for 22 years, violent crime dropped by 30% from 1998 to 2016. No? For many, PRRD delivered results where others failed. Pero syempre, may mga haters. Sabi ng critics, Duterte's dictator. They point to the ICC case and Attorney Conti's claims. Pero teka, if the evidence is so strong, bakit drawing lang ang pinapakita? And where's the witness? No? Nawala na daw. No? Parang pelikula ng FPJ, pero walang ending. Look, the drug war wasn't perfect. Families lost loved ones, and some cases were mishandled. We can't deny that, no? Pero let's not forget, Duterte's approval rating hit 87% in 2019, the highest among modern presidents. He connected with the masses and the masa, ang mga masa sa Quezon City, Cebu at Davao, no? For OFWs in Saudi, Japan at Hong Kong, he was Tatay Digong, the father figure who fought for a safer Philippines. Ano ang tingin nyo sa legacy ni PRRD? Hero ba o tyrant? Comment down below at i-share sa inyong mga kaibigan sa Qatar, Germany o Australia. Let's keep this debate alive. Okay, now let's zoom in on Attorney Cristina Contino. Siya ang face ng anti-Duterte narrative sa ICC case. As a human rights lawyer, she's been pushing for accountability sa drug war. Pero is she a crusader for justice or just another critic riding ng anti-Duterte wave? On one hand, Conti's work with groups like the National Union of People's Lawyer is commendable, no? She's fought for victims' families, amplifying their stories. Pero here's the catch. Her claim na systematic and widespread ang EJK lacks concrete evidence, at least publicly, no? VP Sara herself said, kung totoo yan, bakit walang solid proof? And that expose about the missing witnesses, parang plot twist sa teleserye. Okay, Attorney Conti, if you're gonna call out PRRD and VP Sara, bring the receipts, no? Yung 30,000 na yan, parang exaggeration for clout. Sa social media, ang daming fake accounts. 30% daw ng pro-Duterte post ay bots, sabi ng Sayabra, no? Pero teka lang, sino kaya ang nagpapakalat ng anti-Duterte narratives? Smells like a coordinated attack to me. So mga kaibigan, legit ba si Conti or is he just playing the victim card? Let us know sa comment section at share sa inyong mga kaibigan sa Japan, Italy, o New Zealand. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Okay, no, let's zoom out, mga kaibigan. This isn't just about Conti, no? Sara or PRRD. It's about power. The Marcos Duterte feud is heating up with the 2025 midterms and the 2028 elections looming. VP Sara's impeachment, PRRD's ICC arrest, parang chess game ito, mga kaibigan, and the youth and OFWs, you are the kingmakers. Sa US, Canada at UAE, OFWs are watching closely. Why? Because your remittances, no, $36 billion, no, yan in 2024, keep the Philippines economy afloat. Your votes matter. Kaya naman, mga pasabog like Conti's claims are designed to sway public opinion. Pero as young Filipinos and kababayan abroad, you have the power to see through the noise. Question everything. Demand evidence. Support leaders like VP Sara who fights for you. Again, ulitin ko yan in Filipino, no? Si Sara Duterte ay ipinaglalaban ng karapatan ng mga OFWs. Yan. Kaya naman mga kababayan, let's stay vigilant. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, at i-share sa inyong mga kaibigan sa Singapore, France, o Kuwait. Your voice matters. Mga kaibigan, we've unpacked a lot today, no? From Attorney Conti's shaky EJK claims to VP Sara's leadership, no? Strong leadership, and PRRD's polarizing legacy. One thing is clear: the truth is never black and white. Ang Philippine politics ay parang teleserye, full of drama, plot twist, at pasabog. Pero as a youth and OFW, kayo magdi-decide ng ending. Si Attorney Conti, mga kaibigan, she's pushing a narrative but without a solid proof. It's just a noise. Ingay lang, pa? VP Sara naman, she's a fighter carrying the Duterte legacy while carving her own path. PRRD. Love him or hate him, he changed the Philippines for better or worse. Kaya naman, let's keep the conversation going. Question the narratives, seek the truth, at suportahan ang mga leader na tunay na nagmamalasakit. Kung nagustuhan nyo ang video na ito, i-hit ang subscribe button, i-like at i-share sa inyong mga kaibigan sa Los Angeles, Dubai, o Davao City. Comment down below, anong tingin nyo sa EJK controversy? Sino ang paniniwalaan ninyo? And if you're feeling extra generous, send us a super thanks to keep this channel alive. No? Salamat mga kababayan at magkita-kita ulit tayo sa susunod na pasabog. Stay proud, stay Pinoy, mabuhay kayong lahat.